all entangled up. Okay, let's see what this is going to and why this is like this. Wait a minute, got to untangle my cable. My cable got really tangled up over, I don't know how. First things first, my name is Kenneth Burr. My company is ILE Technology Screens. We just launched some demonstrations, which I'm going to be sharing on other sites with ultra shred throw applications. Something you should easily be able to do because, again, I can't express this enough on how easy an ultra shred throw application is because the projector is literally sitting right on top of the screen. And if you're seeing demonstrations in dark environments with these projectors, this shows your screen has already failed. Alright, so first things first, over here I'm going to do some 4K tropical fish, relaxing. And over here I'm going to be setting up my, got my, over here, stuff my ultra short throw. I'm going to be doing long throw, 2 long throws, and 1 ultra short throw for this demonstration. Let me see if I need here to set all this up. We need a lot more stuff here to get this done. So we do need some adapters, cords, to track everything down. Let me see what we got over here. Geez, we even have a power cord here. Oh, no, that's going something. That's not there. Let's see where we just tucked all cables and cords at. We already had everything here. Well, not really. Technically, just started this one. But let's figure what's all that. All right, what are you? Extension cord? Nope. Need a power cord. Let's see, what are you? All right, you're definitely one of the cord I need. So I'm going to plug you in here. That's for you. Let me see. What do you have here? Let me see. That's going to definitely run HDMI. Let me see if we have HDMI for that one. Alright, this is HDMI for that. That's HDMI for that. Do you have a power cord for this thing? We should have a power cord in here. I think we should get a power cord in here. Power cord connected to. Gotta sort all this out. Try to figure exactly where all the cables and wires at for this. I gotta do a setup on multi-projector setup, so I figure I'd record this to show how easy it is to do with our technology. Where you're not gonna have to calibrate, you're stuck in dark environments. None of that hoo-ha nonsense. Good gracious, I keep telling myself to put this board up 1,000 times a day. Put the board up. You use this board all the time. Put it up. We don't put the board up. We can shove this somewhere, which is a bad idea. We need that cord for something. Alright, actually we got one cord for that, but the Epson takes a different cord. I forgot what that cord is at. Well, that's HDMI, so that's for the mains. We don't need that. Definitely not needed with that. Okay. Trying to think of a place we might have had it plugged in at. Here. No. And that's for you. So you're not needed for that. What should I do? HDMI cables, we need that. That's definitely something. Right. I think this may be a little bit hunting down. Hopefully it is. That's what still can use. It's the same cables in the cord. So we have that. I am going to need an extension cord. I'll get you. Here's what I need. Okay, good. Get them connected to put everything in there. Move here. I need adapters for that one. So take this here, here, take this one here. This is another HDMI. I got two of those. All right, you're going in the back of this machine over there. That's you. You're going on here. Keep plugging in. Come out there. That's you. All right, cool. This one's set up. We set over here. We run two projectors off the desk. The cords to play with me right. And this one right here. It's gonna go. So this one's already hooked up. Let me see. I want it on PC because it's on our PC because we have to run that portrait mode set up there. Alright, so that's cool. That's all set up from there. That's good to go for the portrait. Now we're going to do the NEC accent projector. This off. Here, we'll use bottoms. There our screen. There. There. And bring accent here. Now we should be able to do this setup with no lights out, of course, but you really shouldn't be doing these demonstrations with the lights out, especially if you're going to be in commercial. You should not have lights out. You can work in the environment easily with no problem. We need adapters. Whoop, please move this right now. I do not feel like this spilling on my desk. Get this out of here now. On my desk. And adapter piece. I've done multiple projector setups many times. You got people can't get one projector right. I don't know how you're going to do multiples. Go. Ready to go. That one's ready to go. Definitely need some air on me for this one. Set over there. All right. There's some. So this is what we got going on the table right now. Try to make sure I lift this one up because I don't want to trip over this. This is your cord here. Let me put your cord over here so it's not in the way of me. That's better. Like I said, you got people who can't fire one machine without being trapped in the dark. Try running 3 of them. So you should be able to run ultra short throw. All these projectors you're running here, hit that screen, activate. White levels, contrast levels, the whole 9 yards. It doesn't make any sense to be trapped in a dark environment with one projector. You should be able to operate multiple projectors in the same environment. Let's get some fish on this side over here. All right, let me see. I need, this is already fired up. We'll bring this one back on the bigger screen. Put this machine up. And Alright, we're over on this side. That's our the projector firing up right now. We have $16.25, $50 here, and the projector is 60 bucks. That's it. That's all we're spending for this entire environment setup. Let's go over here and let's get the switch this over. I have to switch this over. So I know I have to do this on PT to switch it over to portrait. Let's see. Oh, we're in portraits. Okay, that thing automatically switches. So that's an auto. It switches by itself. Okie dokie. Let's go with vertical portrait demonstrations. Which is what portrait. Portrait screensavers. Yeah, folks. What are you doing down here? You got out and check. That's the sleep already? Alright, alright, cool. So that's that section over there done. So now we got two projectors running in here. Portrait set up over there. We'll bring this up a little bit. Go and shift when I run it. Are we over? Let's use one here. Epson projector, power light S6, $16. Get this one set up and ready to go. This will be on this side over here. Put my fan on the floor. Slam anything. That should be good. I gotta be in it for a short minute. Just heat. That's all I'm used to it. There's the Epson fire up right there. That's our 720p. All these are 720p units. Let's see what you're doing over here. All right. Let me see. This is what I'm talking about. This is how easy the setup should be. So the screen paint we make is one coat application. You're done. This screen right here is made out of slabs of plastic. That's all it is. Slabs of plastic. That's it. Like you put shingles on your roof, they hang the same way. Let's go over here. Christmas story, whatever it's playing. This PC just runs. I have no idea what goes on. It just runs. So whatever they put on there is just what comes up. Let's see what we got going on here. Something else. Oh, it's this burning fire. I like that fire. I'm gonna check this fire out for a minute here. That is looking hot. Epson's have freaking incredible picture quality. They do. Their picture quality is almost equal to the Christie's sometimes. I look at me like, that's a $16 machine over there. That's it. So basically, for our whole setup in here, portrait, ultra short throw over here, roughly under $100. That's it. We got 50, yeah. 60 over there. That would be like $110, about $126.25. That's it. That's all we spent. So when I got companies coming in here, and the first thing they're worrying about, because they're in a dark environment, some $5,000 machine they paid for, because again, their screens are washing out, and we can come here and do multi-projector setups where again, doesn't cost any money. This is not even running off HDMI. This is actually running off HDMI. Let's go play around, see what the Epson has on here. I like the Epson's projector. This particular model I really love. It's a cheap projector. It's 600 by 800, 720p SVGA. Doesn't require There's no calibrating, none of that nonsense. It's just not required. We don't have it. Because again, I don't want to deal with it. Pretty sure customer doesn't want to deal with it. Let me see something. And there you go. Easy to set up. Fully lit environment in the office, and what, 3 screens at the same time. Cost me roughly $126.25 to do the whole setup. Technology speaks for itself. So my clients come in today, this is what they're going to see. We can run off ultra short throw, we can run off long throw, there you go. The problem when you're watching demonstrations constantly typecast on ultra short throw projectors, you don't know what's going to happen if they throw it on a long throw. Because you're so used to being right up on top of the screen all the time, you don't know how badly the image may deteriorate if you're using it on a long throw projector. That's literally what happened in the demonstration with the customer with the 2 windows. Exactly what happened. There's a lot of demonstrations on these ultra short throw projectors constantly all the time because it's a safe projector for him. And the reason why? Because it's right on top of the screen. But if he has to deal with a projector with a long throw, it's going to cause issues, as you saw in the school, as you saw in the church. There you go. And as a customer, the one whose screen's washed out in a soccer game, he had a powerful projector. He had a 4K optimal projector that had 500,000 to 1 contrast sitting on top of it. That thing should have read with no problem. But the problem is, if you only test your products on ultra short throws, you're cheating yourself. That's what you do. That's why we got it over here. We can get the run off anything because again, we need to read black. It has to be black. So that's not going to work either way. But yeah, they're not ultra short throw compatible. Gray screens are nowhere near ultra short throw compatible. For any gray screen out there on the market to say you are, all right, I got a question for you. Are you reading 100% black when you hit that screen with that ultra short throw? If that projector says it can read that high contrast level, can you actually pick this up in a fully lit environment in which this projector was intended to be in? No, you can't. All right, then you're not compatible with it. Compatible doesn't mean that you can pick up an image. It means you can pick up the 100% contrast along with it. And if our technology couldn't read white light, this would be virtually impossible running 3 projectors at the same time. They're going to have a ball in here. Wait till we do the floor. You're going to come into the floor like, floor's done too? We can do the floor. We can go anywhere we want. Okay, let me change my selections out here, what I want to do. All right, so we got the fish over here popping off. Over on this one, we're doing a little bit of portrait setup at the same time. This is what you should be able to do easily. So when we display this technology in these stores pretty soon at 150 and 180 inches, they can run multiple projectors on this thing. I could even switch out to the one I got on the floor and blow the whole entire screen up, or hit it at 16:9, 16:10, or 235.1. I got multiple aspect ratios on all these projectors. Every single one of them will fire up in here. Can y'all do a demonstration like that? I'm not talking about customers, I'm talking about people who sell these products. Can you do this? Now, I just did a match and better demonstration, showed a 100% black level on a projector that cost me $60. Show me any one of you influencers out there that can show me that projector you're basically doing the display on in the same environment, same lighting, and picking up the exact same contrast. So if you're in there talking about how a customer, if he buys this projector, he or she, they're going to pick up this contrast level, but you turn out the lights, you have completely failed. You're supposed to be able to read that. Oh, word to wise real quick. We don't take orders through cell phone calls. We just don't. So whoever sent us a text, we already know from the door, don't send us numbers. Any numbers that come through that phone call that we know that we're not familiar with, we report them to FBI. So don't send anything through there. As I said before, at the end of the day, we don't take any orders. If you put an order through and it comes to that phone, your order will automatically be denied. which means if you go to the website and try to place the order, your order will be denied, which means the money will be transferred back to your banking account. I would advise you do not hit that phone. We only can set orders through emails only. So if you reach out through email, you can go through there. But if you basically try to use that number, because we know that the fellow has actually posted the number, it's already been fully aware by the proper authorities about what he's doing. But if you pick up on a line there and you weren't trying to get a screen, your order will be denied. Anyway, let's move on to how amazing the Apex is. I can't understand how somebody's in a small little apartment at the end of the day trying to show that our products don't work, and yet I'm doing this on a $60 projector, fully lit environment, $16.25 over here and $50 over here. Man, I feel sorry for you people who got to go to court this year. It is not going to go well. Can we do a multi-screen setup in court? Oh, I hope we can. You know how much publicity it's going to bring my company? For every time we got to bring somebody to court on this technology, that is going to blow my technology through the roof. And we're going to win court case after court case after court case after court case after court case. This is going to boost my company. You do know that, right? Big time. Big time. That's why we're making the court records public domain, because we're going to make money off this. Bam. Look at that. We're going to switch over here. We just switching over there? You're going to switch over, go back and switch? I guess switch over here. Ah, see, I can bring my menu. I can work on this side over here if I want. I can work on both of these. Let's go over here. I'm going to come out here all together. We got something cool popping over there. Let me see what we got going over here. We got the little... Ooh. Castle. With dragons. That is awesome. Yes. And we got this on the okay, we got on the loop so we can play it back over and over again. Oh, that castle is freaking sick. That'd be a nice one to build right there. So we got a fish over here. Let's have a little fun on this side. I feel a little snowy. Who feels like snow? I'm dreaming about snow right there. I want some more snow. We got some snow, but I want some snow, like buried in, freaking 8 feet of snow, that kind of stuff. I love snow. Let me see. Let's go with, oh, I love this whole projection setup here. I'm freaking loving it. I want this now. I might keep this for the next couple of days, and then we change over something else. Look how crisp the white levels are popping up on my text on the other side over there. I'm loving this whole multi-projector setup. All right, let me see. I want to do 4K snow. We got 4K snow? Oh, what are snow screensavers? We got mics on here. As a matter of fact, buy mics on this thing. Get mics. Let's go with the 4K snow screensaver. I'm trying to find me a cheaper Epson projector. I like the Epson projectors. I do. And this one costs, like I said, $20 in your pocket. You can get one of these projectors. Our screen paint's gonna look absolutely amazing. As you can see, look at that. Boom, 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 boom. That's what I'm talking about. See, when you watch demonstrations, they can't even get the one projector to work in there. We're running 3 at the same time. Portrait, ultra short throw, and long throws. Easy, McCheesy. Boom. Beautiful white levels on this side. Let me see. Are we on this side over here? But the dragon's going over here. Can we loop this? I want to loop this. Yeah, loop this one. I'm going to play that back. Did we loop it? Yeah, we did loop it. No, we didn't. Did it, right? There we go. Yeah. There we go. All right. I'm going to loop that. Come over here on this screen over here. Let me see. We got to get a mouse pad. I jacked my mouse pad up. Let's go over here. The only thing is the heat, because if I had windows in here, I could open up all the windows and balance it off, but we don't. So I kind of like it because I got access to all these screens. Well, actually walls to put screens in. Let's get outer space portrait screensaver. Ooh, yeah. See, that's the beautiful thing when I say every time we turn on this camera, something changes. It's not the same boring screen over and over and over. We can change it up. This is the way the environment's designed here. We can project off the table if we want to. We got picos in here for that. We can project off the floor. Ultra Shritta can be used for basically the wall or the floor. And then pretty soon, we're gonna have a new AdTech screen in here that's gonna use only a 50, what's it only 50? 500 lumen projector, that's all we're gonna use. But the size of that one over there, that's all we need. That's it. Now, I gotta say this in every video. It's very important I say this. If anyone feels at the end of the day that any of the demonstrations I do here are completely false and we're using special camera equipment or whatever, sign our contract, see us in court, which means you'll come to Pennsylvania over here and we'll go to court, and basically the wage is going to be $1 million. Now, I had somebody one time say to me at the end of the day, well, Bird, you don't have $1 million. That's what makes it so much interesting. And the fact that we have that much confidence in our product that I know at 100% that we get to a courtroom, I will clean your cloth. Just like that, and take $1 million out of your back pocket, which you don't have. That's why we ask for so much, because it's a falling tree effect. So with that being said, who is willing to sign and meet us in court? No one. Because we can back ourselves up. That's what we do. Now, instead of you being watching a demonstration, somebody with a $3,000, $4,000 machine, and they can't even pull a contrast level because they're stuck in the dark, we can operate 3 projectors in here with a price tag of $100 to $126.25 versus somebody in a dark environment with a $3,700 machine that can't even properly read a contrast level on an LG logo display. That's pretty bad. So my $126.25 versus the influencers that do demonstrations on projectors that cost $3 to $4 grand. And you can't do this? What the heck are you selling over there? There you go. So, and mind you, my Ultra Short though is not even sitting on a table. It's laying on the floor, which means it has a distance joint because it lays on the floor. Well, your projector is sitting right up on top of the screen. Mine is sitting on the floor, and I still pick up a better image. Now, with the white levels popping over here, let's go over here. Because, yeah, the influencers drive me a little nuts. I go in there, and I see these demonstrators look at the beautiful picture and blah, blah, and they turn the lights out. Like, why are the freaking lights out? Why? Why do y'all do that stuff? Comes to the contrast levels, yo, I'll literally turn those lights out. Yeah, it's just got to stop doing that. Well, that's kind of bright, right? Isn't that pretty cool? Boom! 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 Now watching fish over here, but now I want to change over there. I want to change the fish from over here. What is under my stand that's not allowing me to move at will where I want to go? Oh, look at those beautiful flowers. I can't turn away from the screen, but we're doing ultra short over here. I want to change it over here for the ultra short throw. Let's get something else over here. Let's do 4K demonstrations, YouTube. Oh, no, look, no. See them keys on that keyboard? See how black they come up? You see that part right there? You have to be able to read that. I'm talking about the people at the end of the day who make these products. This is for you. I'm talking to you right now. You have to be able to bring that up. That contrast level is extremely important. I'm going to go back on that a little bit right there. Let's show you that again. Let's go back and show you that one again. Right there, we do those flowers first. Then I'll pass through. Let's see what we want to do on this side over here. Some 4K demonstrations. Ooh, I'm going to get these beautiful flowers. I want to do these flowers over here. Definitely do these flowers over here. That's what I'm looking at. Now, you see that right there? See that contrast level? That can't come up in gray. That has to read actual black. The keyboard that's being displayed, that's black, right? It's producing black. On a gray screen, it produces gray. That has to read in actual black. Can you imagine you buying a screen that you're producing in 4K, and for some reason your system is reading 720p? You want 4K. You paid for a 4K projector, right? So you want to see it in 4K. You don't want to see it in 720p. So when I see a black level, I expect for it to be in black. Now, the gunmetal technology, when we design those things are literally so dark, you literally can't, they're mistaken for black screens all the time. And we engineer that one. But at the end of the day, as dark as that thing is, No matter how many certifieds you can wipe out, at the end of the day, it can't read 100% black. Only that technology can do it. Which is going to be interesting now, because these black screens now pick up tremendously high white levels. When we engineered gunmetal, the whole purpose behind that was some people wanted higher white levels than the black screens. But now this technology reads incredible, insane white levels, as you can see. Look at that. Let's lean over here and check that out real quick. That's ultra short throw, $60. Now we've done this ultra short throw demonstration, this particular projector at 150 inches. I actually had one of these when I was in the carrying place, commercial environment. I walked through the entire building with one of these projectors, was able to produce anywhere I wanted to go. That's why when they tell you, we did those 150-inch screens because, you know, people were looking at the Valva, WeMax projectors and so forth, getting all caught up that you can read a 150-inch screen. You're not getting a 150-inch screen off that thing. Where are you going to get the pixelations to compress for that one? It maxed out at 150 inches. You're going to have to roughly bring it at 100, 120 inches, so you have enough pixels to compress to be able to get the image a little sharper. Can't compress at 150. You got nothing left. That's why you don't see a lot of the screens at 150 inches. Now, what I found interesting about Iwa, if I'm saying it correctly, the demonstration I saw with them in the show, they had, the booth was so dark that I can lean over and I could see from the side that the hallway was brighter than the booth. That showed me your booth was dark. And then when it came to the 150-inch screen, which had been closer to the ceiling than the rest of the screens, you had that one inside of a booth to make sure you can protect it from the light. Tell me if I'm not in your head rent-free. So, when we end up in your section, because I will pop up there, trust me, I'll figure out exactly where you guys are going to be located, where your shows, and we're going to be there. Our booth's going to look like a baseball stadium in there. We're literally going to have more light in there than you have in the ceiling, because these screens can operate on this level. Which is going to cause some problems for you, because who would spend that kind of money for your product when our product can do it for far better and for far less? And we don't require expensive projectors. We'll be using a 4K in those demonstrations. We're going to use all 720p models. Don't need them. We need the 4Ks. Let's see what's going over here. We got something pop. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. Look how beautiful that looks. We got to change out our screen over here now. Now, mind you, this projector right here we're using is 600 by 800 720p SVGA. This is about as cheap as you can get on the projector. Let's go pop over here. I'm looking at that. I want to check out something over here on this side over here on our screen. No, it's actually not hot in here. You would think I'd be cooking about right now, but I'm actually pretty okay. Oh, look at that. Look at that right there. I'm taking that. I want to look at this. This looks beautiful. I like this whole design here. Oh, look at that. We got a little nebula. Is that a nebula popping off like that? Looks like a nebula. Yeah, it's a nebula. Look at that. There we go. And meanwhile, over here, let's not forget the ultra short throw set up over here. Now let's take a little walk around our screens. I love doing this. It's the fun part, because this is what you should be able to do. So people who are setting up, you got an office setup, you got to do a multi-screen setup in your office, in your business, where you want to have it at. This is why our products are better. Lean to the side. Ooh. Yeah, 180-degree viewing angle from there. Tilt to the side. No problem. Pick up. No problem at all. Let's go swing over here next to these screens. I do this all the time. People come over, do this little sway walk. Remember when I had the house up in Upper Darby and I lay against the wall and I can look right down the side of that screen and then push right over to the screen in the next room? I love that demonstration. It was so much fun to do. Anyway, that's a nice camper right there. That is a really nice camper. So this is what we're using over here. That's the Epson right there. Over here we got our NEC projector right there. NEC UM361X. Cheap, 60 bucks. Lamp for that one cost me 36 bucks, believe it or not. That's $130 ViewSonic. We use that to blow the whole screen out. This is where we're doing the portrait mode, and the Christies have multiple application use. Not only can you use this basically in the 1610 widescreen, but you can tilt it up and lay it flat because it's a square projector. On top of that, it's a handle on this side. It's not blocking any vents, and the heat blows out from the front of this baby right here. We have this sitting in eco mode right there. This runs at 2500 lumens in eco mode. Oops, I just bumped my my cord there. Should pop right back on. There we go. Boom. Shakalaka. See? That's what you should be to do. Oh, look at all those umbrellas. Jeez, that's a crowded beach right there. That's a real crowded beach. You see it, sea umbrellas? Whew. It's not working for me. Can't be around that much. Let me bring you up a little higher right there. There you go. There you go. Now I can watch 3 movies on here at the same time. Or I can watch a TV show here. I can do some gaming on this one because I got gaming that does whole Space Invaders on this side. Or basically I'm back and forth. I've done this before with 3 different screens. We've done it before multi-projector setups. Let's go over here. Let's do something under the ocean. Did we just do this last time? Let's see. Ooh, look at this right here. I like this. It's got a nice little OLED to it. Some black contrast levels. Let's go over here. I'm going to get some snow over here for the portrait. Portrait screensavers, snow. Now, see this demonstration right here? See that background? That background is supposed to be 100% black. See how beautiful the color pops off that screen? That's how it's supposed to look. I've seen some of you people trying to make black technology. You got this tunnel vision effect going on. I'm going to call this oversaturation tunnel vision. This is where everything around the screen is black, but the center of it's just a little bit bright. But all this is black. It's like nearest tunnel vision, literally. It's awful. Absolutely awful. Absolutely awful. Coming to disrespect all technology that way. Have to throw white paint on your screen and destroy it. Now, let me see what we get over here. We're going to get going over here. Like I said, when you think about it, y'all can't get 1 projector to operate in a full lit environment. We do 3. So it shows your ultra short throw projectors run the same way as our long throw projectors. There's no difference. Doesn't make a difference if the long throw is halfway across the room or the ultra short throw is right up on top of the screen. They all give the same picture quality. That shows you how powerful the gain is on our tech is. Woo! Where are we going at next? I want to get this snow on here. I want it snow. Snow, snow. The snow? Somebody playing in snow. Somebody playing in snow, in actual snow. Let's see what you got. Looking a heck of a lot like a video game to me over here. Kind of seems like a video game. Oh, it is snow. It's a close-up shot, my far-away shot. I had a nice far-away shot here. Falling snow screensaver portrait. Oh, you just missed all of that. Falling snow screensaver portrait. Should have put down vertical. Vertical probably would have gone enough faster. Oh, did we just miss all that? I think it did miss it. Oh, let's do it this way. Cell phone screensavers, vertical, snow. There we go. That's the one I was hunting for. There we go. All right, got that already on the loopy loops. Put that there. Bam, got our snow over here. Let's go play with some snow over here. I'm feeling like snow today. I just don't know why. Let's go over here. Let's get some snow going on here. Let's see. Oh, we forgot. We don't do microphones on the side. Oh, we got it right there already. All right, let's bring this up on this side. Got some snow. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. I was literally playing that song, Let It Snow, and people gave me the most grumpiest look. You don't like snow? Really? You should have moved to Allentown, because Allentown's close to the mountains. You can literally see the mountains. We get a lot of snow up here. I can't imagine people up in the Poconos where they're getting every day. But then again, if I'm up in the Poconos, man, I'm snowboarding every freaking day. Every day. Snowmobile, horses, whatever. I don't care. I'm not a fear of horses, but I will get on one for the snow. Yes, I will. I'll be up there every day enjoying the snow. I always can out in the snow somewhere. Yep. Now we got snow popping off here, snow popping. Let's get some snow over here. I feel like snow and ultra short though. I'm like feeling that for some reason. I got this feeling. Like I got a hankering for more cowbell. You understand what I'm saying that live? Got a hankering for some more cowbell. Let's go over here and get some snow too. Snow on all 3 screens. 4K snow screensavers. Did we repeat this one? Is this on the repeat? Yeah. No. Yeah. It's on the repeat, right? Repeat that one. All right. Let me see. We've got some cool. Oh, let's do this one over here. Now you see that? Ultra short throw. We got it over here on this projector. Here we run snow on all 3 screens. I want to tell you something real quick. Now you know what I'm about to say. This is what's going to happen to you in a courtroom. If we catch you doing a demonstration claiming my product came out unwatchable, I'm literally going to do this to you in a courtroom. Do you have any idea what that's going to do to your defense attorney? He is going to put his head between his legs because it is over. A woman's going to come in there with a freaking Viking hat and she's going to sing to the top of her lungs. It's over. And you're going to look right at me and I'm going to go, it's over. Because the amount of money you're going to owe me is going to be staggering. I can pull white level on all 3 screens on different calibers of projectors with no problem. Now, we know people are going to court for that already. I'm just giving you a reminder. When we do these demonstrations, I want you to remember that this is what's going to happen in that courtroom, okay? That's why you don't like the demonstrations, a reminder what's about to happen. Most people don't want to think about what's going to come. They don't want to think about it, you know? They want to try to think about other things. But it's going to happen. You're going to be in the courtroom trapped with me, an attorney and a judge, and this is what we're going to do to you. So just get ready for it. That's all you can do. You know, I know you got that thought in the back of your mind. I wish I never did that nonsense to begin with. If I had a time machine, I wish I could just take it all back. But unfortunately, we don't have time machines. And unfortunately, you can't take it all back. So I'll see you in court. But until then, how amazing this stuff is. Absolutely incredible, right? Let's see. Now, I'm going to go change up over here. Let's do something that the gray screen can't do. Let's go do some contrast levels. I'm going to go over here and do over here. Freaking white levels. Freaking, I can't even see the cursor from the mouse because of the freaking white levels. There we go. Found it. Sheesh. That's a bit of a struggle right there. Starfield screensaver. Starfield screensaver vertical. Well, I'm gonna get outside, and it's freaking gonna feel like it's freaking. I'm gonna enjoy that cold air. Like, why I got your jacket over? You have no idea where I just came from. Like my freaking office is super hot. I had the owner come in like, good gracious, like that's why we block the heat vents. That's why. Sometimes we got to run multi-machines. I usually have the door open. He never comes out. People come over to look at the screens and stuff. He don't come out because he don't like people. So I know that from the door. I don't have to worry about him running out nowhere. He don't like people, period. The only person he pretty much gets along with the owner. He loves the owner. Every time he hears me, he goes run into the door. I was like, what in the world? Only for people. Taco's selective of who he wants to be around. That's just how he is. He's one of those cats. Yippee-ki-yay. Now see this, people? See? See this? What you see? See it right there? This is what you should be able to read. The interesting thing about this whole screen right here, no matter what size we make it, whether we put it on the desk and we make it a small screen, big screen, whatever, you can't read a gray screen. You don't have that capability. You have to do both transitions. You have to be this and this at the same time. The white and this. You can't just read just a light colors and go, oh, we got it. No, you don't have it because you can't read contrast. And I'm going to tell you right now, at the end of the day, anyone who bought a screen from anyone, gray, whatever it may be, and they claim you're reading 100% contrast, and turn your lights on. That's how you're going to find out. Just turn your lights on. And if you turn your lights on and that screen washes out, you ain't reading 100% contrast. So you know what that means you do at the end of the day? You need to go contact PayPal. That's what you need to do. But if they say anywhere in there that you're getting a black contrast, black levels, whatever, you need to go contact PayPal. Because again, how you do that test easily? Turn your lights on. You should be able to operate with the lights on. All that dumb nonsense they tell you at the end of the day that you got to be in the dark. That's the way it's got to be. You know what I mean? That's bull crap. You shouldn't have to be in no dark, no projection setup. With the stuff we have today, oh, heck no. Mind you, all my machines are older, the nerds. And I'm out here in the fully lit environment with 3 projectors. Let me see. Loving this white logo here. Let's go over here and let's get, I'm going to do a flip over. So I'm going to do a flip over real quick. Give me a minute. I'm going to do a side-by-side flip over, which is easy to do on technology is what we do. Check it out, a portrait. Flip it over. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Yeah. The benefits of having lens shift capabilities is what lens shift does. Let me see, switch over from this one. I'm gonna go back over. Oh, I forgot. You're doing this in portrait, right? You're back in portrait, so it's the other way around. It's this way. Jeez, you're in this way. You're gonna go this way. Bring your screen this way. No, you gotta bring it this way. All right, then you just put it in portrait mode. Switch it back over because it's easier. Like mine, you're doing it that way. So we gotta do it this way instead. For a minute. I have to switch it over, but I have to come out of the full menu to do it. So let me see what we're doing here. Go to the top. Let's go over here. Come out here. Why do you guys keep asking me this nonsense? I'm not going to do this. Seriously, you've been to this. No, we're not doing this. I can't stand this software anyway. I didn't like it. I'm going to install you off my system. You've been bugging me for the last code. No, we don't want to do this. I just told you no. What part of no don't you understand? Are you sure? I think I might be sure enough. I'm constantly hitting that button right there. Come on, get out of here. No, I'm not asking for that. No, get. You're doing too much. No. Jeez. Are you sure? Are you sure? You sure? Oh my goodness, I swear. Alright, let me see over here. I'm going to go to my settings here. I'm going to show them the display settings. Alright, we got to take it out of portrait. I'm going over into landscape. No, landscape, flipping the regular landscape. There we go. Now we go over here. Ugh. Come on, where are you? There we go. Oh, over. My goodness, I swear. I keep forgetting to read it the opposite way out. Alright. Here. Oh, no. Wrong one. Wrong mouse. Over here. Okie doke. Oh, never mind. Oh, no wonder. I'm sitting there like, why is it not clicking? And I literally got the mouse from here on there. That's why it's not clicking, because I got the wrong one over there. There we go. Jeez. That freaking long or whatever. Alright, let me see. Alright, let me see. We're definitely all the way over. So we got more room on this side, do we? We have to expand our screen to do this? I have to expand our screen to do this. Alright. There for aspect ratio 69. We'll do 1610 on the wide screen. Captain, I can't shift anymore. Oh, there we go. All right, perfect. I need to adjust it a little better. All right, now, 2 screens, and now, this one's not in portrait anymore. We switch this one back, because I got more selection of stuff I can use now. Oh, let me see. You see Taco's head moves. Moving past. Like, that was big head moving past. Let's see where I want to go. That's right. Give me 40,000 videos, 40,000 commercials. What are the odds of us getting a commercial after this commercial? Oh, okay, there we go. See how beautiful that looks? This is what you should literally be reading off your projection setup. You literally should be picking this up. In a fully lit environment, you should be able to operate all this with no problem. You got to turn out the lights for this. That's a big problem. That's a big, big problem. There's no way in the world you should ever be turning out lights. No, the equipment we have today, in mind, these are older machines. These machines running here perfectly. Let's see what we got going over here. Hey, buddy. He's probably enjoying the heat because he loves heat. He'll sit right on top of the projector, watch him because he'll block the vents because he really likes heat like that. Let's see. Let's go with outer space screensavers. Jack Frost nipping at your nose. See? Now that's what your ultra short though should be able to read that. See that black level? You should be able to read that perfectly fine. And if you're turning out lights in your environment because there's colors, washing out all that, if you're watching people and influencers and people calling themselves making products and they're turning out lights in the day, that's a big fail. That's a huge major fail. You should be able to operate in a fully lit environment with no problem whatsoever. And I watch a lot of customers who do their customer reviews on stuff. Every last one of y'all stuck in the dark. Especially y'all using white screens. Y'all definitely stuck in the dark with those things. And the sad thing about it is they think that's normal. That's not normal. Your screen's never supposed to look like that. It should match your cell phone. Type of projector and caliber machine you're using, you should never be stuck in the dark. What you doing in the dark? What are you doing in there? What you looking for in the dark? There's nothing in there. No, you should never be in the dark, ever. I'm about to do a promo demonstration on this. Multi-setup, white level demonstration. Beautiful abstract demonstration with wonderful colors. And on the ultra short throw, outstanding. Outstanding. Should we put a screen up here for the whatchamacallit? I'm having too much fun here. Outstanding contrast levels. You should be able to read this. Now, customers, the sad thing about that at the end of the day is that you believe, they brainwash you on that. They tell you that this is the way it got to be. You're going to spend more money for this screen. You got to spend more money because that's how I'm going to get my stuff to work. I need you to spend more money for your projector. You're going to be stuck in dark environments because if you turn the lights on, my product will not work. And you definitely can't read that contrast level. So I'm going to need you to go in and get a projector with a high inky contrast level. They're going to put you $3,000 in debt. For me, on the other hand, I could do this at $126.25. Now, I'm going to do a promo demonstration on this, explaining how much I paid for my projectors and my setup. This will be a challenge for all influencers who do these demonstrations on Samsung and whatever. Show me what that projector does. Because we get our hands on that machine and I do this to it and it fails on a gray screen or white screen. What does that say at the end of the day? I mean, somebody didn't tell the truth when they were doing their demonstration. Which means that projector absolutely is useless on gray and white screens. That our technology is the only way that projector is going to run properly. Literally, my older projectors are doing things at the end of the day that these new projectors are not doing. But they can do it. They have the capability. They just got the wrong screen. Bum, 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 bum. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. You know, I'm sitting on camera and I have fun like that. Let me explain something to you. People say, well, it's not professional. I could come to your convention dressed as Batman and I will still beat the living crap out of your screen. Really, I can walk in there with a clown suit, dressed like Peter Pan. Doesn't make a difference. Elf from freaking the movie, yeah. See, at the end of the day, I can have fun, be who I want to be, but I can bring an ad tech in there and I can wipe your screen clean off the planet. Y'all can't even do this. This is going to be a matching better, by the way. I'm going to make this a matching better. And a little MC hammer, you can't touch this. Do, 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 can't touch this. Want to do a little walk around again? Let's go do the walk around. Let's go do another walk around. All right. Let's go do another walk around. Let's do something. Come on, come on. Look at this. Let's go to the wall right here. Ugh. See that? Now to the customers at the end of the day, this is what you're supposed to be getting from your whole projector investment. Don't believe what they tell you. This is what you're supposed to pick up. You should be able to walk around your environment and see all your screens fire up, no problem. See? Without costing you a ton of money. See the high white levels on our technology? See that? Watch this. See that? You should be able to read that. If you're stuck in the dark because you're afraid your colors are going to wash out, you got your ultra short throw projector set up and you feel that's going to wash out and you got you in the dark, can't read that 1% contrast level, there's a problem there. It's a serious problem there. You should be able to read that. Let's go pick up something darker. Like a good challenge. Here we go. Let's get this right here. What you doing, Taco Bear? Look, Sam standing right there. That means either somebody walked past the door or somebody's at the door. But this is what you should be able to read easily. Now people got man caves, mine, you're going to have multiple games playing on multiple screens and the projectors are not going to cost you a lot of money. If you have a sports bar, that means you could run multiple projectors in your environment and never worry about the screen washing out or fading. Doesn't make a difference if your projector has a 4001 contrast, you will read an Infinity 1 black level every single time. You'll pick up colors without ever needing to calibrate on projectors that cost $50. And on our $16.25 projector, which sits in eco mode, you can run a hot white level off our technology without the screen becoming too dark and unwatchable. See how amazing that is? This is what you have to be able to do. So good product. That's for talking back to the people who call themselves making good products and you don't. This is why I say at the end of the day that we give you the best product that we possibly can. We do. We give you the best product we possibly can. Sometimes we feel we are not appreciated. So companies will come see this and they'll snatch it up. Because this could do something that their screens can't do. They're coming out of dark environments. They come over here, they're coming out of dark environments. They spent a lot of money. When we had Parks and Recreation over here, and I said something about $50 for a projector, you just see them looking at each other. $50 for a projector? Because they paid a lot of money for their projector. $7,000 for that machine. $7 grand. And they can't read a contrast level. I guarantee it's hitting the white screen. Every time I bump into somebody with a high-end projector, like on a white screen, like, yep, there you go. There you go. Is this on a loop over here? So they pay all that money. Can't even get the screen to fire up. First thing they ask when they come here, that's why we show the white levels. They say at the end of the day, do we need a high power projector to produce a white level? No, that's running at eco mode. It's at 2500 lumens. That's running on eco mode. Not required. Can you see a white level? Right there. What's the difference between your screen and a white screen? What's the big difference? I can paint the letter K on your screen. Only my stuff works. Your screen doesn't exist anymore. Which we showed in multiple demonstrations. Can a gray screen upgrade your screen? No, a gray screen is not an upgrade for your screen. A gray screen is a downgrade. It's a downgrade due to the fact that gray screens have been around for years. They're 10 years old, 10, 15 years old. If you can't pick up the contrast, guess what else falls with it? You can't read color. Because in the color combinations of these screens, you have something called dark color levels, which require heavy contrast levels to pick this up. The contrast you have in your projector that you think is going to work, it's not going to work. That's why you're sitting in the dark. If it did work, you'd be doing demonstrations like this, right? There you go. See? There you go. Answer your question right there. You'll be doing the same demonstrations. I get people all the time. I see on forum sites. One time, this guy was having a conversation with. He was like, "Well, I got the same thing." Man, you got all these dark. The whole area is dark. You only had a little bit of light near the window, and the screen wasn't anywhere near the window. The screen was way on the other side of the room. Nobody, no. I showed him an image of a screen outside. Conversation switched. Where can I buy this at? I got to do this pictures for the forum site too, really quick too. On top of that, I like this whole 3 projector setup. So it shows in our demonstrations when they come over or people are interested in the product that you don't have to be typecast to an ultra short throw. Ultra short throw will get the same readout as a projector that has a long throw. You don't have to worry about your lumen count diminishing due to the fact that it's a longer throwback and the same reaction. Let me see what I'm doing here. I gotta be out in a few minutes. I want to get this one done, get the other one done for the ultra short throws, get that completed. How much we got for time over past time? Yeah, I gotta be out. But I got some more challenges. This is gonna be a match and better challenge for the influencers because I see y'all demonstration. Maybe I don't know about my product. I can clearly say it. Maybe they don't know about my product. I can understand that 100%. But chances are they may know about my product. And if you know about my product, you know from the door that you can't say that a gray screen is reading 100% black. Or you can't say it's reading black, period, because they can't read it. So if I stick that same screen against our technology, which one do you think is going to pull the black level? That would be us. That would be us, ladies and gentlemen. That would be us. Look how beautiful that looks. Oh, I'm freaking loving it. Now, do I back it up? I do back it up. I came in here, talked and everything. I know we took a lot of traffic. I come here and back it up every single time. This is more videos I'll be added to my collection. I back it up every single time. I can run 3 projectors in here in a fully lit environment. No calibration, no 4K, no 1080p. Projector costs $126.25. And I can run it in white levels, color levels, and contrast. I can switch back and forth. I can show ultra short throw compatible. I can hit a 180-degree viewing angle from any section that I choose in this environment. Can you do this? You can't. That's why you're stuck in a dark environment and I'm watching an entire movie bounce off the chassis of your projector. I'm literally watching a movie off the projector because it's so dark in there. See my neon lights? You seeing them backsplashing against the wall? No, they don't activate in here because the lights are on. Lights cancel out the neon. Bum 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 bum. To do. We gotta be on commercial pretty soon. I'm trying to think about what I want to do on commercial. I want to do something crazy on commercial. When I go on commercial, I gotta do what you call the other sites. I think about taking a 50 lumen and a 300 lumen projector. How embarrassing that would be. And we go on site with a freaking 50 to 300 lumen and we fire up in there on this. And y'all and Maya said ad tech's gonna be embarrassing for a lot of people. Think about it. That's when it operates outside. I can look at somebody take one off a wall, take out a lesson, and watch a game. And y'all be inside in the dark time out. Wait. Where's the coffee table again? Because y'all can't sell that product. Y'all products can't sell with ad tech around. You can't even sell with this stuff around. Then we got a gunmetal technology coming up next. Ooh, man. We specialize in gunmetal technology. Man, it's gonna be brutal for gunmetal. That's gonna be brutal for y'all. Brutal. But anyway, I'm the man with the plan, right? Ba-boom, ba-boom. Look at that. Look at the man with the plan. Boom, 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 boom. I'm having a ball here. The people they get upset. Well, look. Here's the thing. What are you upset for? What are you angry about? for people who make products. Oh, because you can't do this. And this makes your product look bad because customers are going to expect this now. And they should. Customers should expect this type of performance out of your product. And if you can't give them that performance out of your product, then you need to go away and figure out a way how to fix your problem. Because suggesting them buy an expensive projector and sticking them in super dark environments to fix your mess at the end of the day should not be cost them it should cost them anything extra at the end of the day. So if you can't read any of this on that gray paint or whatever ambient light projection, phony ambient light projection gray screens, then you need to shut it down. That's what you need to do. Or you'll face me in court. I'll challenge your company in court and say, hey, I want to know if your screen reads 100% black, because mine does. There is no way on God's green planet you're going to sit there and take the credit for a black screen saying you read black when you don't. I will definitely challenge you on that. So what shade of gray do you actually read? You don't even know that one, do you? And if you don't know that one, you're in a lot of trouble. So you can't say black. We pull black. How can you pull black? How in the world are you going to try to compete with my company and say you pull black when we do? How does that even work? All right then, you need to tell people what your stuff does in a day. And your color balance is off, definitely off on the end of the day, so that means you have to calibrate, because I've seen it all the time. Calibrate. Yeah, look at that. Now, you know what I find interesting about this right here, okay? This is venue, sitting here, right? That, on the other hand, is not venue. This one is 4,000, but it's an eco mode, which makes, that's why you don't hear none of the projector. You know, the projectors are quiet. That's the PC back there running. The PC is already louder than my projectors because of the fans. They're quiet, right? They're not making any sound. That's because they're in eco mode. That's why you can't hear them. You know, going on eco mode. So with that being said, this projector right here is the one they said that I had to use in order to make my white levels push. But we're over on this one over here, and we're pushing up these amazing high white levels. How is that possible? That's funny. My lawyer has the same kind of energy I have. He's gonna mess with you in that court. Like, how? How is that possible? That if they said Mr. Bird's product required high-end projectors to get this done, but clearly you can see he's not even using a high-end projector in this demonstration. I think someone lied. You know, lying is very expensive. You know that, right? It's a very, very expensive to lie. Very expensive. Very, 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 very expensive. So, to the gray screen, can you do this? Can you do this demonstration right here today? I want to see it today. Any gray screen. I'm challenging all gray screens. Can you do this? Can you do this? Give me 100% contrast. Show me ultra bright, beautiful colors, and then do a white level, which we know you can pull the white level. We know that. But the problem you're going to have is, and that's going to be a problem right there. Let's get you one harder than that. Starfield screensaver. Uh-oh. This one's actually brutal because there's no color in it. Watch this. Gotta be to do this one. Now it's brutal. Now it's absolutely freaking brutal. We're going to flex on you in a few minutes. I'm about to flex. I got to flex. The flex is calling. It's calling. You hear the flex? You hear it? You hear the flex? I can hear the call. Flex is calling. Flex. 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 Yeah, the flex is calling. Don't flex on y'all. Match or better flex. We want to see all gray screens do the same thing I just did in this demonstration. We're going to do 3 of these flexes a day. 3 flexes a day, requesting y'all to do the same demonstration, and we're going to count them like 1, 2, 3, 4 to show how many of these we launched out and how many were not done. Flex. Let me check my phone up. All right, let me get my promo done. Get this done. I'm having fun here, people. You know me, when I do like that in the back of the camera, the little dance back there, I'm having a ball. I'm giddy. I'm so giddy. Giddy like a schoolgirl with a new dress. You know what's even worse? When you have to start doing our ceiling matches. Those things are brutal. Ceiling? How much light reflects off a ceiling. And imagine you have to do the floor ones. The floors are brutal too. Floors, you got to pull a star off a floor. That's gonna be brutal. That's gonna be definitely brutal. Definitely brutal. I like the commercial I want to do where bar screen comes to your door and say, "Hey, can a lead screens come out to play?" You go to each one of your stores and the kid will come there with a shirt that says lead screen or whatever. And we're like, "No, he can't come out right now. He's allergic to the sun." Okay, I guess it's gonna be just us. So it's just us out there playing ball with ourselves because we're the only ones can go out there and play in the sun. But that's how it's gonna be. Our screen's gonna come to each one of your houses and say, "Hey, you want to go out in the sun and play?" And like, "No, I can't. I'm allergic to the sun. I can't go out and play." And they go back into the dark. Another one says, "Hey, can you come out and play?" Like each one of the screens, the mother says, "No, little daylight can't go out and play out in the sun because he doesn't do well in the sun." Like, okay, and we just go and we play in the sun because we can. We're the only one out there. When they show the baseball field, me playing ball, and as it blows up, I'm the only one out there that can play out in the sun. That's how we're gonna do our commercials. It's gonna be funny, but it's also too brutal at the same time. No one wants to come out and play with them. I go back home and like, I don't know. If we talk, screen be talking to me like, "What's wrong?" Like, nobody can come out and play. That's because you're a special screen. No one can come out and play with you. That's the way it has to be. I understand. I'm better. Yes, you are. You're much better. There you go. You like that commercial? That's a great commercial right there. And can they say anything about it? They can't, because we could take them out in the sun, make them disappear. Till then, we got the most powerful projection screen paint on the market. Anyone you want to do this? Anyone wants to challenge us? Anyone? All right, I'm excited. I'm on my journey to the roof. I'm really enjoying this whole setup, and I'm not even hot in here too, which I should be cooking. I'm running 3 projectors, but they are running eco mode though. So it is that. All right, let me get this recording done. Yeah, and then we'll do some more. We'll keep this setup right here for the day, and then I'll switch over to something else tomorrow. That's what I'll do. We can do that. Now, again, I can't express this enough. I know I get people that contact us and say, "Well, I don't want to buy it." We don't care if you don't want to buy. Go buy the white screens, the over expensive screens. Knock yourself out on that. Enjoy it at the end of the day. I don't care if you make that statement at the end of the day. I got storefronts, companies, there are tons of customers out there. People every single day will go home to these washout screens for the business and companies and whatever. They want to take advantage of that technology. We have customers here that want to take advantage of our technology. But that's just you. That's you trying to make it sound like that other people share your same opinion. That's why you make that statement. And you come on a fake YouTube channel, and then you say, you actually give yourself your own like someone agreed with you at the end of the day on your theory. Please. I mean, would you rather do with Jamie's washed out paint that doesn't even work, or our technology? Of course, our technology, because this customers right now got ripped off, and they're embarrassed to show up on forum sites. They all know they got ripped off. But I'll spend $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 for a projection screen that we can easily take out with no problem. Oh, there you go. And you won't be taking that outside. You're definitely not taking that screen outside. So, again, your little comment at the bottom don't mean jack. At the end of the day, a person's going to spend a lot of money for a projector, and they're going to want what they paid for. No one sits there and pays money for something and then don't get what they want to be paid for. You paid $4,000 something for a projector, you want it to work exactly as you see, like your phone or your TV. Doesn't make a difference what you see at the bottom. Like my investors who come in and people we got at the end of the day that are interested in investing in this technology, you can put down, "Hey, I hated the paint." They don't care about what your opinion at the end of the day. They want to come see with their own eyes. They come and see with their own eyes, so they know from the door that you're just a hater. That's all you are. And we'll just keep crushing you. Now, we have to pick up paint this week to bring on here to actually do a demonstration. No, he's out of business. And the other guy banned the entire state of Pennsylvania and 9 more states behind that. So we know his stuff ain't worth the time. If you're banning states, gee whiz Louise, that's pretty bad. I think somebody on eBay we're going to pick up. There was a fellow in there talking about how gray screens are more superior at the end of the day, that they pick up better color than more high-end screens. So I would consider it to be a challenge accepted. Do me a favor. When we order this, send it with the freaking label on it. I've literally had people pull labels off, so it's not recognized paint. I will send this back to you and request a label. So save time, money, put label. I've literally had somebody pull a label off on a can so no one can tell what's theirs. Oh, this is what we're doing now. Hi. What video? I gotta be out of here. What time we got? Oh, that's not bad. It's only 10:15. We have time for more videos. I only got to be out here at 11 o'clock. And by the time I get done running to do what I got to do, it's going to be 11 o'clock. All right. That's basically about it. I've had fun on this. I got to keep this set up because I want to be doing more demonstrations on this. More demonstrations on the ultra short throw. I like the demonstrations that say your ultra short throw projector test. The ultra short throw projector test. So that test is, if you have an ultra short throw projector, turn on all your lights and pull a star field. If you can't pull it and the screen comes up with an orangey, tannish look to it, you're not reading 100% black, that means that your projection screen has now failed your projector. If they tell you at the end of the day, well, projection screens were meant to be seen in the dark, then you point them in the direction of Mr. Bird. Mr. Bird will have a nice little conversation with them. Please do. I would love this. And if they still have more flack at the end of the day when they meet Mr. Bird, then let's go to court and we'll settle it there. All right, then. That's how we fix it all. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed the demonstration. Of course, we thank our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for blessing us with amazing technology, because one for him, none of this would ever be possible. As you can see, it looks absolutely beautiful. I love this paint so much. Love it. So with that being said, I gotta go. See, gotta be blessed. I gotta do a promo demonstration. I gotta hit Facebook with all those videos I just shot on other places I gotta hit. I got my forum sites I gotta go to, hook this up, and I gotta show this to the people that are gonna be coming in here pretty soon to start setting up their whole sports bars and man caves. One guy has a customized man cave. He wants to on these giant screens. So yeah, it's gonna be fantastic. That being said, gotta go. Thank you for your time and God bless. Hey Taco, what's going on with you, buddy? What you doing over here?